What is up, guys? Welcome back to the videos. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. So in today's video, we're working on the EVO once again. Speed Factor actually just called me to say that they have my new front bumper in, so I'm super hyped on that. And I literally just walked out to start this video. And here is the rear lip for the Z. So it does look like the box did take a little bit of a beating, but I'm gonna leave this for another video. Or I might just open it to show you what it is now. I'm not too sure. But in this video, we're gonna be focusing on the EVO because I've been waiting so long for this front bumper. It's another small brand in Japan that not a lot of EVO guys know or have heard of. I'm gonna be surprised if you guys heard of this brand. It's called M Sport. It's not BMW. I know M Sport is like a BMW thing, but it has no affiliation with BMW whatsoever. But I'm gonna be picking the new front bumper up and then giving this one to my brother's EVO, since my brother has the exact same EVO as me and my mom has the exact same Z as me. Josh's bumper, there is some like defects on it, like there's a crack on here. He does have the ugly like license plate thing on the side. I'm not a huge fan of that. I put my license plate here, which, as some of you guys pointed out, could disrupt the airflow to the intercooler, but this isn't a race car, so I'm gonna give this stuff to him and go pick up my new front bumper. We just made it to Speed Factor, and this is Dave's S2K. It's so clean. This thing is like so perfect. It looks so good. The fitment, I gotta work on Ariana's fitment because this is perfect. This is like what I want. This looks so good. So clean. Love the color too. I hope it's still rolling. The van is coming clutch again. They've got the front bumper here. I can't wait to show you guys because this thing looks so sick. I want to take off the front bumper of the EVO and test fit the new front bumper because I think so far all the Japanese parts look really good and the fitment is actually really good. I'm really like picky about the gapping and stuff, so hopefully this new front bumper is gonna be just the same. I was gonna film me taking it out of the box, but I guess this guy over here got super excited again. This is the new front bumper. This is used by a Japanese drift team that actually use EVO 10s in Japan for drift cars. The drift team is called Team Orange. The bumper itself is made by M Sport. You can see it over there. We have a carbon fiber splitter as well. I don't know if you could call it a lip because it is more of like a splitter. But it also did come with canards, but I guess like M Sport forgot to send it in the box. So the guys at Speed Factor are working all of that out. Hopefully it'll be here soon, but I'm super happy on this and I think this thing is gonna look super, super nice. That's the branding there. I think this is the only fiberglass piece that I got that actually has like their branding on here, so that's pretty cool. I'm still looking for a Garage Vari badge, but this is all like a different shape here. This shape is kind of similar to the VARIS, I think, but it's super aggressive here. Also no fog lights, sadly. I really like my fog lights, but it's gonna be deleted with this new bumper. Can't wait to put this on. Okay, so I'm really picky with the carbon fiber weave. Right now on my car, the only different weave is my wing, which is like a 2x1 or something like that, and the rest of it is all 1x1. So I just peeled a little bit of the wrapping here of like the stuff here, and it is, I don't know if you can see there, it is 1x1. So it is the same weave as my hood and my trunk from Japan. That's sick. If you guys don't get what I'm saying, the perfect place to compare is here. This is 1x1 and this is a different weave. See how like it's a little different? Like the strands here are a little bit longer and this ones are more like squares. That's just me being picky, but I'm super hyped that the splitter on that bumper is 1x1 to match the hood. It's just perfect. Okay, so we have the EVO here. We're gonna be taking everything apart in front and taking all of this off and test fitting the front bumper. Hopefully we don't have to cut the crash beam. I was told I might have to. Some people say yes, some people say no. I'm not 100% sure. So let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, so we got the rear bumper off Ariana. It's chilling over there. The lip is on Josh's car for now. He just wanted to test fit it. So I guess right now we're gonna take out this bad boy and throw it on and see how it fits. Didn't even stop at the stop sign. What a guy.
We have the whole grass to work with.
The whole lawn?
Yeah, not scratch that way.
That's true. Tell them, what are you doing, man? Well, we're taking off the plastic. We got the front bumper off. Taking out the plastic of the new bumper. And we're gonna test fit the bloody thing.
There. It's grabbing there.
Dude, I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. It's been 7 months.
You have to remove this. Look at this.
Yeah? It's gonna hit here. Would it not?
That is why I think that one sits behind here.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think the one
there's
that's
nothing
hitting
behind
is
here. My hand can go through here. So they keep the factory duct. Oh shit. You know where mine's hitting? Mr. Mishimoto here. So we test fitted the bumper and it is hitting like the oil cooler here, like this one over there. I'm really hoping that we don't have to cut and trim the crash bar. We did trim the crash bar for the rear bumper, but I really hope we don't do it on the front one just because it would just make everything a lot easier. And I don't really like cutting these, but if we have to, I guess I'll have to do it. But right now we see the obvious snag is this being too far out and it's kind of hooking on and hitting the bumper. So we'll try kind of cutting this off and we'll try test fitting it again. When we test fitted the bumper, it was still touching this oil cooler. This is honestly the issue. I don't think we have to trim the crash bar. We just have to remount the oil cooler to have it like sideways instead of having it up and down. It also looks a lot better if it's like sideways anyways. Now I need to change the AN fitting here. I need like a 90 degree. Instead of having it straight, I need a 90 degree so we can mount this sideways, and we'll have to make a new mounting plate. I think it's an AN 10. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll try and grab one tonight, and hopefully we can try working on this and at least getting this bumper on the car. If not, this would have to wait for another day. Alright, so today is a new day. We're working on Ariana again. To be honest, I've been slacking a little bit on this car because it's probably been like 2 weeks since we took off the front bumper or something like that. And we have been working on a bunch of different cars. Been working on the other Civic over there, and also we have a new Subaru, which I'll make a video on that. I'll make a video on this car probably in the next video or something. I want to go finish Ariana, at least test fit the front bumper and have it all good. With the weather right now, it just finished raining, so I'm going to be moving this car over here underneath like the canopy, the awning or whatever, and then we can try and remount the oil cooler at least so we can mount the new bumper. Alright, so the Evo is on the anti-perfect spec jack stands right now. I just wanted to show, look how low the front tire is just because it's only on one steel rim right now. And look at the back. This side's actually like really big, the gap. But this side, yo, we're talking. This is like before, like when I had my lowering springs, the car was actually like this low. It was tucking the rear tire a little bit. Damn. Should I stance out the Evo? It's not really me though. I kind of like race cars, but maybe like for a day or a week or so I might stance it out. I don't know. Alright, so the Evo now is on jack stands. Well, the rims I guess. And we removed the original plate which the last owner made, I guess, to mount the Mishimoto oil cooler. And this oil cooler is a little bit bigger than the OEM, which is why it kind of hits the front bumper. So we're gonna have to mount it sideways, which I bought. I need that. I bought this AN fitting for this hose here, so it can be on an angle just like this one. And we can mount this Mishimoto oil cooler sideways, which would fit better on the new front bumper. Isn't that a Spanish song?
Yeah.
Alright, so without the oil cooler in, this is probably the best that the bumper is gonna fit without cutting. It does look like it's a little bit tight over here. This is a little bit tight around the headlight, so I feel like we might have to Dremel this out, or actually send this car to like a body shop to get it professionally done, because this looks like it is a little bit harder than the rear bumper, especially here. Like, it's a little bit tight around here, so I don't want to screw around with this. This took like over 6 months, about close to a year to get here, and I can't get any other, like, if we screw up on this one, it's gonna take a long time for us to get another one from Japan. So I don't know, I'm just thinking about what I can still do here with my dad, but we'll have to see what our options are. Alright, so we test fitted the bumper and we marked out where we have to like trim a little bit. It's not a whole lot. It's actually better it being a little bit tight than it is having a massive gap. But we have to trim a little bit here and here. There's also some things we have to trim on this side. We're going to be trimming this with like a Dremel, just little by little, and then making the gap hopefully a little bit bigger, just so we have a little bit of play when we mount the bumper onto the car. Little bit on top, right here. There's still a gap, but trim a little bit. Alright, so we just test fitted the bumper again, as you guys saw. So little by little, we have to just trim a little bit, test fit again, trim a little bit until we got it perfect. And then we can focus on what else we need to remove from the OEM bumper. I have the two pieces here for the intercooler as well that we'll have to put onto that. And maybe this piece, I'm not 100% sure yet. Same with this, but anyways, we'll have to work on the fitment of this bad boy before we worry about that. Alright, so after like a little bit more trimming, we have the bumper somewhat bolted on. We just have two bolts like kind of holding it in place so we don't have to hold it ourselves from the inside. But overall, the gapping right now, if it were bolted on, it would be somewhat like this. So the gapping overall is pretty even, and we're comparing the gapping from this to my brother's car over there, since he still has his OEM front bumper on. So we're comparing it, trying to get it as close as possible. And same with the other side, like we have a little bit of gap, but once it's like bolted on, the gap would be somewhat like this. This is a little bit more difficult than the rear bumper, but overall I think it's turning out pretty good, and I like the look of the bumper on the car. I think it's different compared to the VARIS stuff that everyone else has. Alright, so before I end today's video, I just want to talk about the front bumper a little bit. This video took longer than expected to film because we had just so many projects and things going on right now. Like, for one, the Integra is sold. I did tell you guys that I just wanted to make like a short little video on it. Not something super huge, because I knew for a fact the car wasn't gonna stay for very long. And it went to a really good home. I did show you guys a quick little glimpse of our new Subaru Forester. Again, I don't feel like that's gonna stay for very long either. I'll give you guys a little bit of a walk around because it is a pretty cool car. If you want to check out a video that's a more in-depth review of a Subaru Forester, I did have one way before. It honestly feels like a fat WRX because It's heavier than a WRX, but it still has the same motor, same heart, same soul in a way. It still feels like a WRX, but it just, you know, you have more space for your kids and to go camping and stuff. About the front bumper, I don't really like prolonging these types of videos. I usually try to compress like the whole test fit front bumper type video all in one video and have it out and have the next video like fully done and installed. So I just wanted to upload this right now, and hopefully in the next video we can finally finish it and have it and send it off to paint. I try to finish the Evo as soon as possible so I can start driving it again, but it feels like the more things I order for the car, the more it's gonna stay off the road. And to be honest, once the front bumper is on the car, I don't even know if it can leave the driveway, so I might have to end up buying some coil-over air pistons to help boost the front of the car just to get on and off the driveway, and so I don't scrape the carbon fiber lip that's gonna be on the front bumper. So I don't want to scrape that, because once it's gone and destroyed, I'm gonna have to wait months again to get one from Japan. For all you guys that have ordered like VARIS parts and JDM parts for your cars, you guys know the struggle. Anyways, that's just something I wanted to say. Hopefully we'll have it done sooner than later, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Annie Perfect Society. Peace out and make it happen.